What's good? Welcome to another Live Wire Sports Entertainment. The Washington Commanders, the aftermath. I know it's been a while, but since we had did a live for our Commanders since the season started, but we back as always. I got my good friend, my brother from another, Greg in the house. What's going on, Greg?
What's happening, fam? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just sitting here taking it all in. Still in the work uniform, so I'm all good today with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. You got to do what
Yeah.
you got.
Now um, before I do anything, we always got to kick in with that intro.
Well, you got to drop that info, that
Yeah,
intro. Ain't no question. Let's get it.
let's get it.
After the game, it's the aftermath. Win or lose, we still wave our Commanders flag. Riding with Wentz under center, making the pass. Jahan Dotson, young rookie, making a splash. The burgundy and gold, that's what we about. Jonathan Allen knocking QBs to the ground. We die hard and nobody can shut us down. Cause this is the greatest show in town. Let's go! Go, 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 go.
Like the intro said, let's go.
Let's go. That's what it said. Let's go. Um, Now for the first 2 weeks, we started off the season. We came back against the Cardinals. Came back against the Broncos.
Yep,
Yesterday was a totally different story.
for sure.
Not what I expected though. Because I went in that game confident that we could beat these guys because I feel like everything has improved. But there's still some glaring um, holes in this team. Now, before I get into anything else, um, from your perspective, what did you notice about the team yesterday?
All right, let me recap from um, last 3 weeks since we ain't been together. You know what I mean? Since
Okay,
we ain't really got dove in really heavy on but it's gonna be brief.
okay,
But what I would tell you is, Martin, I don't know if in the group chat you've seen it. Um, I was absolutely confident and still confident in this team. And I really thought, to be honest with you, that we could go 4-0 for the quarter of the season. For this quarter,
hmm,
I really had that. It was nobody telling me no different. Okay,
yeah,
nobody made me believe nothing else. Uh, for one, the defense has been stout through and through, especially the first two games. They've been stout. Uh, against Arizona, yeah, we had to come back, but but everybody, all the pundits would say Arizona was tanking for Caleb Williams and all that, man. But
hmm,
we've been in the game long enough, or been fans long enough of football in general to understand that that doesn't happen in football. People don't
yeah,
tank. Okay, they work hard all season round. They lift weights. I mean, they eat right. They report to camp. They're trying to get paid. Kids trying to make the team because you can get cut at any time in this game. Your money's not fully guaranteed like in basketball and baseball. So we
hmm,
already knew that was a myth. If you had any sense, you would understand that that's a myth. Okay. So Arizona came to play.
yeah,
Okay. It was a sloppy game. We was both at the game, so I know if you sat in the rain or I mean, it was sloppy. It
yeah,
wasn't the but guess what? The young boys prevail. We got one of the youngest teams in the NFL, and they prevail. Okay, you got to think about this. This is what I would say for the last. This is the overall fact of the last 3 weeks, or the first 3 weeks of the season. Okay, you got a new OC, only been around the team for the last 6 months. Okay,
yeah,
you got now Eric Bieniemy's like the first and second game. I think he called a better second game than he called the first game.
Yeah.
But he's growing with the team. I mean, he got to learn his players, right? I mean, that's what coaches do. Okay, they got to learn their players. This third week, I really think that Bieniemy was in his bag a little bit, but I think he got out of his bag a little bit when because he went a little too pass happy, especially like in the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He made it. I understood why he did what he did. Okay, we were driving down the field, running the ball constantly. But when you get in red zone, they expect you to run the ball. So he tried to like, okay, now we done ran that hard down there. So now I'm gonna give my boy a shot to make something happen. We got picked. Okay, things happen. So overall, I'm happy with the product that's been put on the field. Overall, I didn't like yesterday. To be honest with you, I didn't like yesterday because I know our team could play better than that. Okay?
Yeah.
I know that in my heart that our team can play better than that. I was expecting us to beat them. To be quite honest, nobody else would say it. Nobody, no pundits, no none will give us credit to say we had a chance. Nobody gave us a chance. Okay, I did. Because one, again, I could be a homer. You can call me what you want. I'm never going to doubt my team, bro. But at the end of the day, we have some talent in the squad, bro.
Yeah, I agree with that. We definitely do got some talent.
And to say that, we are young at every position, bro. Every position. Think about it. I was just talking to her earlier, right? And I was letting them know. I was like, man, listen, people panicking over a game, dog. Dude played he started 4 games. Our quarterback has started 4 games in the NFL, and he's 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. And this is a new scheme for him this year.
Yeah.
So he's learning. Oh, I remember how many times when you was 23, Martin, did you make mistakes, man, and just trying things?
Oh yeah, trust me. When I was 23, I made a lot of mistakes.
Exactly. We wouldn't get paid as much money as these kids are, but a lot of mistakes. Okay, so 19 sacks. I don't like that. Nope, I don't like it. I don't.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Now, could the line play better? Yes, but again, they're new. And when I say new, the only old head on the line is Charles Leno. But guess what? For all 5 of them dudes across the board, they learning a new scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Just seriously think about that. You've been a football fan forever, right? You've been a football fan as long as when you came out the womb, more or less. You know what I'm saying? I have too. We're both over 50, so I know we've been fans of football for over. As long as we knew what football was, we got a sense of growing over the course of the years. We understand the game.
Yeah.
Okay, we understand the game. That's why we analyze the games. That's why we talk about the games. That's why we look at the game, because we love it. Okay, but all of them are new in this whole system. From EB, every lineman, our young quarterback, our 2 running backs or 3 running backs that plays, all of them are learning a new scheme. They're filling out. It's a filling out process that has to happen. None of them play a lot in preseason because they, for injury purposes or whatever, which is cool. It happens. Okay, I understand that. But it's growing pains. If I don't know one person that really thought that the Washington Commanders would go 17-0 this year.
Oh,
did we not think we was gonna lose? We was gonna be perfect?
Oh no. I mean, I know there was gonna be some growing pains. I know we were gonna lose some games. I picked us to win 10 games. I said it since the beginning of the season. I said it in the off season. I said it when everything came together, when we was all at training camp. I said this team is going to win 10 games. I got a lot of people at my job, they looked at the game yesterday and they just say, oh, They were like, what about the Commanders? I said, all right. I said, it's one game. I said, Dallas lost. I said, Philly could be losing tonight. I mean, who knows? At the end of the day, Washington still got a chance to change things. You know, Ron Rivera said today, you know, Sam Howell could be, you know, a little indecisive, holding on to the ball and stuff, and which is true. And I say at the same time, you know, I think you could test this because we watched this last year when Carson Wentz was behind center and we played Philly and we got blitzed like that. But we came back and started making adjustments with the offensive line, started shifting guys around, especially when you know that your two left tackles can't hold up against superior defensive ends. So I think they'll probably make changes knowing that Philly's next. I was like, but I kind of think Eric Bieniemy should have a little bit pulled back on the play calling a little bit, not pass so much in the second quarter because Brian Robinson was moving the ball with his legs. And anytime you can move the defensive line back and not letting them set up the really blitz the passer, then you get positive yards. Then you kind of like continue to grind them up because when we was down 16-0, we was able to move the ball, running the ball. And we continue to do that and make the defense of Buffalo play a different type of game, we would have been able to hit some of them passes that we wanted to. And we can't just stall out in the red zone. That's another thing.
Again, you're 100% correct. That's what I'm telling you. Think about this. It was the fourth quarter and it was 16-zip. That tells me we're 2 touchdowns and a field goal from winning the game.
Mm-hmm.
Our offense is powerful enough to make things happen. But I get it. I mean, I understand. Again, they're still filling each other out, man, doing live bullet sessions. You know what I mean? They're still filling people out doing live bullet sessions, man. This is a young learning the system. EB filling things out, seeing when he can get away with it. Think about it. He had Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, all them boys at the time, man. He been with them so long. And but he see the talent that we have on the team, right?
Yeah.
He see the talent we have on the team, so he think he can, it's possible. And it's possible that he can get there. But it's gonna be hiccups along the way.
Oh yeah. I agree. I agree with that.
You know what I mean? No matter what, man. Like I said, you know, people, I mean, have the line been perfect? No. Has the quarterback been perfect?
No.
Has our defense been perfect? In times they have.
Yeah, in spurts.
Exactly. But it happens. The other team get paid too.
And the thing, I want to ask you this. Okay, we don't see Antonio Gibson phone the ball 2 times in 3 weeks.
2 times in 3 weeks. But you know what, Martin? Just to cut, I know what you about to say at the time. He get more snaps, and you know this. I get that. I understand it because you can't phone the ball. You get paid to hold the ball, hold the ball. Secure the ball is 1-on-1 football. 1-on-1, you have to secure the ball. Okay, but guess what, dog? He was making a play. He was spinning out, trying his best to get. I can't fault a dude for spinning out, trying to make something happen, man. The ball got punched out. Okay, dog. At that point in time, we were driving. Would I like to see him secure the ball? Maybe just take it and fall down and take what he get and live for another day. Of course I would. Of course I would. But I can't, as Ron Rivera said, I can't fault the man for trying. He thought he could get out of it. Dog. And we was driving the ball in. Yeah. He needs to hold the ball.
I think, but I think that Antonio Gibson know that he can't lose the ball because at some point in time through the season, we could probably have games online that could be implemented with our playoffs, and that could cost us. And I'm looking at it.
And I don't think he would make that mistake then. That's just my take, my issue, because he didn't have a late season problem. Even in the years last year, he had no fumbling problem at all. But the year before that, he did. So
Yeah.
I don't think he would make them that mistake. Oh, I mean, it's early in the season. No time, there's no great time to fumble the ball. Don't get it twisted.
Do you think that him fumbling the ball yesterday could probably put him in Ron Rivera's doghouse or Eric Enemy's doghouse?
Anytime you lose the ball, you can. Absolutely.
Because that's the second time,
Absolutely.
because
No
that could
doubt.
have the first time he fumbled in Arizona, that could have gave Arizona a touchdown. Good thing we held them, and that could have cost the game for us there. This game was already pretty much moving out of hand, but we still had a chance to get back in the game. We had chances in this game to really put points. We could have easily got 21 points to 16. We could have made Buffalo play a whole totally different game if we was able to.
You're 100% correct.
You know what I'm saying? So
100% correct everything you're saying.
So therefore, give me 1 second, Greg. I mean, even though I watched the game and I was like, oh, this is like, oh, but then I sat back and started analyzing it, looking more at it. I went back and watched it a little bit more, and I was like, okay, there's some things that we did. We just didn't execute properly. The receivers didn't get off like they're supposed to help out Howard to free themselves up. We already had established the running game. We switched from it to go stop throwing the ball down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people start saying, well, it was almost like Scott Turner all over again. But I understand what Eric Bieniemy was. He was trying to quick hit to get in the game quicker. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But then we didn't execute it the way what it was on offense. So you put the defense back out there, and the defense was holding up as much as they could until they broke down in the fourth quarter. And then we did get an interception, and then we had another interception because Percy Butler dropped one that was in his hand. I do want to see him on the field more because this is like 2 times in the last couple of weeks that he has made an impact where he could have easily picked off a pass. So so there's a lot of things that Washington could have do. I don't think Buffalo overwhelmed us like I thought they would.
They didn't.
I was looking for them.
We contributed to our loss.
Exactly. I mean, 4 turnovers.
5.
Well, 5 turnovers, a fumble, 4 interceptions, and 9 sacks.
Turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs. So that's another one. So you got to take the points. You got to do it whatever they can to take the points.
I ain't mad. The thing is, I'm not mad at Ron and company for going 4-on-4. No, I was.
Because was it like 7-0 at the time, or
at that time it was like it was 3-0.
3-0. So therefore, if we had scored a touchdown, it would have been 7-3. So then
I would have went for it too. Because I'm a gambler, bro. I want to get up on them teams that possibly can score. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that because guess what? If we didn't get it, I expect my defense to hold them.
Yeah.
Because early in the game. So I'm not mad at that.
Now we're gonna cover the defense real quick because I do have a little issue with the defense because this team is too talented, man. And this is what scratches my head a lot. This team is talented, so talented. And people be arguing with me up and down, but I tell them straight up. To me, I don't think the Eagles, I don't think the Cowboys better than our defense. I always compare our defense to the 49ers because I look at talent across the board. We don't have one star. We have stars across our board on our defense, just like the 49ers. If you noticed yesterday how Arizona took out Michael Parsons, they couldn't do nothing.
They ran right at him.
Same thing with Philly. If you neutralize them by hitting them in their mouth, they can't do nothing. So I look at how Cosby and Hutchinson for Detroit and the Raiders was playing. And I like how they defensive ends they'll look like they about to rush up field on the ends, but then they'll double loop and stunt back around in the middle. I want to see Chase and Montez do that. I know they could get pressure on the outside, but then when we were dealing with a running quarterback like Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts, and when Allen and Payne already push the pocket and they get spread out, then that whole middle is open, and then we don't have no linebackers there because they out covering, and then they have everything is like a 10-yard game. I want to see them to fake that move because Chase is faster than he was before. I watched him. He's looked so quicker, more maneuver. Him and Montez could really dominate. And if Jack Del Rio put these guys in position like he need to or should, this defense could go really crazy up front. It would help out the back end tremendously because guess what? They could play free because we locking down everything. We stopping the run. Nobody really running on us. But when we got a running quarterback, that's where we get so much in trouble with. And I want to see Chase them move because I think Chase and Montez has that upper hand. They had the upper hand where they could easy fake themselves and loop back around, just like how Von Miller would do. You know what I'm saying? He'll push hard, then all of a sudden he'll just end up looping around or flush the quarterback out the pocket, some form away. So that, I think our defensive front is good. I just think our linebackers is the weakest part, and I think when a running quarterback breaks down, our corners and safeties get out of position, and then you end up giving up a big play, and something that we have to work on because last week we gave up a couple of big plays to Russ. Good thing we was able to start putting pressure on him, knocking him around, and getting back in the game quickly. So, like you said, I'm not so much worried. It's just one game. I think they have changed some stuff up. I think they see where they mistakes at. Now, if they go into Philly next week and then these problems occur, then we gonna have to have another conversation to figure out what is really going on. Because at the same time, we still good in the season. Right now, we know we only 3 games in.
I totally agree with your assessment and everything, but I would say this: I really don't think I haven't really rewatched the game, right? I really didn't rewatch the game yet because I just got back home from Maryland.
Okay.
Today.
Well, you be on the go, ain't you?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go to every home game, y'all. I got tickets for it. I'm gonna go to every home game regardless.
Yeah, I feel you.
My wife blessed me with the season ticket, so I'm going. And I'm a big fan. I'm always go. So, with that being said, I agree with your assessment. But the only thing I would say about that, our D tackles are so strong, bro. So strong. It's hard. You got to stay. I mean, it's hard for him to call like what you're talking about is the T stunt, like where the tackles and ends. They do a little stunt, right? And try to that's with somebody like Josh Allen. Josh Allen's a stud, man. Everybody, we knew that, right? Especially he gets out. If he gets out, he can do something. You know what I mean? If he still in plays, he can do something. So their process, and I haven't really looked at the game, but I will tomorrow. I was hoping to be able to do it before we got on this call today, but but I just got back not too long ago. But so my thought with that, I agree with you in a sense, meaning that chasing them, I think it's hard to do a TE stunt because at certain points of that, when they push in the pocket, because the line of them is so strong, if you push the pocket, you're giving up a free lane. Even if it's on the outside, you're giving it up doing a TE stunt, depending who's looping it first or going in. So it's tough. It's really tough to do that with a quarterback as mobile and strong as Josh Allen. Okay.
Well, let me ask you this, Gray, real quick. You remember when we had Landon Collins and we moved him from safety to in the box, the Buffalo nickel spot as a hybrid?
He didn't want to play that for us. That's why he's gone.
But but when we did have him there, it kind of
Yeah.
worked out a little bit. I wonder why they don't add another person in the box like that when you dealing
Well,
with guys.
they do. I mean, it depends on if they're playing dime or nickel. It depends on what they're doing.
Yeah.
Just depends on the play, the call, this, the personnel they got in and the call, right? I really don't think Jack called a bad game. It's just I think the defense got overwhelmed in the fourth quarter because they ended up being tired. They was put in bad spots. That's
Yeah,
just my
I think I agree with that. I think
that's
because
just my personal.
the defense broke down so bad because the offense couldn't do anything. The offense was like really in shambles.
Well, whenever they did something, it always shot itself in the foot.
Exactly. So yeah.
Okay, like I said, I think now get it. I'm gonna give credit where it's due. I really believe Buffalo beat us, right? They beat us. I mean,
Yeah.
the score
I
showed
mean,
it, but I don't think they did as much as people give them credit for because I think we contribute. One thing you can't do in this league, and
it's
we
turn the
both
ball
know
over.
that, you can't give them opportunity as a offense or defense. You can't give the other team opportunity. They get paid too.
Yep.
Okay, we literally gave them 5-6 different opportunities to give short fields to our defense, and then you expect a miracle for our defense to pull it off. Yeah, our defense is stout, but they're human, bro. They get tired, and if you consistently over and over you make a mistake, this and that, it's hard to win. I
Yep.
don't know nobody in the history of the league of my 45 plus years of fandom watch the team give up 5 turnovers or in 6 if you want to include the turnover down
Yeah.
and win the game, bro. It's just hard to do. It's
I
hard
I'm
to do.
I ain't gonna lie. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Because like I said, I had a chance to really go back. When you watching the game on TV in live time, you kind of see certain things, you miss certain things. So what I've been doing this year, I kind of been really locked in from play to play, even on the opponent side, to see what we really doing, how we really doing things, and everything like that. And then when I go back and rewind, because I have to write, for a column, and then I gotta, prepare for, videos and stuff. So I sit there back and look. I said, okay, we move the ball, but at the same time, our offensive line ain't giving Sam Howell enough time, and then Sam Howell has to recognize also to move out the pocket. And then when there was one point in time, a couple of times they moved him out the pocket, moved him out the pocket on a run, he was able to do things, and then when he scrambled out. So I was like, okay, well then why they don't kind of manipulate it a little bit more? So I was sitting there like, dang, we had opportunities, and I kept pinpointing every little part that we had, even though it looks worse on paper, and everybody said, oh, we got beat down. Yeah, we got beat down. But at the same time,
we got beat down in the fourth quarter, dog.
But the thing,
in the fourth quarter,
yeah,
we was down 16-0.
exactly. So therefore, like you said, we contribute to so much of Buffalo's success, to where the thing about it is that you can't. And if you think about it, when the last time that somebody turned the ball over 4 or 5 times and overcome and still win the game? It's rare. It's rare and hard. So look at game 1, week 1. We had 3.
We lost the
turnover battle. Then we turned the ball over 3.
We got some. That was the difference. We made enough plays. Well, we got some. We could have easily lost to them boys.
Yeah, and we overcome that.
And then we was down 21-3 against Denver.
Exactly.
Now we know Denver. We just started slow that game, but then because in the second half we just went to work on them. It was over, and they got a lucky Hail Mary to even be in the game. I'm just saying, man. That's what I'm telling you. Like I was talking to Herb, and I was talking to a few other people, like my man Doug McCray. It's one game.
Yeah.
And we got 14 other ones. We got 14 more games, and I still got faith in this team. And I think Sam Howell, the offensive line, both will get better in November than they play in September.
Oh yeah, I'm worried, but I'm not worried because I'm looking at how everybody playing. I think now that we could get all of this out the way now, you know what I'm saying, it helps so much to where we definitely could like correct the mistakes early on, attack the mistakes early on, you know what I'm saying, be able to master protect since our offensive line. We need to look for some other offensive line help to bring in, you know, especially if Wiley.
But guess what? If you do, like I was telling her today, you bring 5 new, let's say they go free agents, get Loud, Kyle, and all them dudes that's out there right now, right?
Yeah.
It's still going to be a process, right?
Yeah.
Who's better to operate right now? If they can fix it now. I'm not worried. I'm really not. I swear to God, when I tell you this, I'm not saying it because I'm a homer, bro. I'm really. It was disturbing. Why? Because I expected a little different game. I really believed in my heart that we could win that game, and I still do. Even though we got to be 37-3, without all the mistakes, I really believe that we could win. We would have won the game, but we did. We did, and I'm cool with it because it's over. We can't go back, can't relive it, can't do none of that. I didn't expect us to go 17-0 this year. Okay.
There is one aspect of the game aspect of concern of the game I'm kind of concerned about, and it was Sam Howell when the run that he made towards the red zone and he got sandwiched in between and looked like he got shaken up.
Who knows, man? Who knows, bro? If he came out and said it was good, what you gonna do? He wasn't stumbling. I seen somebody tweet saying that he could have got concussed then and that. Nobody's saying nothing about him being concussed. So I don't believe nobody's going. That's why. One thing I'm gonna tell you, man. As bad as we want to win, right? The players wanted more to win. It's been known that players hide shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't see Sam doing that though. I really don't believe he's saying no matter what. He's in no jeopardy to lose nothing. Right? He's not in the jeopardy to lose his spot if he had to take a head pill. I mean, a break or they pulled him or whatever. I think the best thing he did is to be able to understand, because you know what he will do?
Mm-hmm.
In my philosophy, the way I think in life, about life itself, it's only 2 things that happen. You win or you learn.
Mm-hmm.
And you can learn by winning, you can definitely learn by losing. And I think he will. I think he's smart enough.
I think,
I don't know, because I seen somebody, I don't know if you put it out there in the group chat about because somebody else said. I had showed it in the group chat, and I was like, I wanted y'all opinion on it, because when I went back and looked at it, I say, well, maybe they should have just took him in just to see if he was good, but I guess he said he was fine. So I was like, okay, if no reports come out today and say anything, then I'm like, okay, well then, I just don't want. We'll see when they come out, because I think you responded saying if that's the truth, Ron should be fired. I don't think he should be fired.
So
because I'm sure it's no way in hell that they're gonna notice that a guy got concussed, right? And this is just my opinion. It's not. I mean, there's no way. Like I look at what's the name situation last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tua. Everybody under the sun knew Tua was concussed. Everybody knew, because he stood up and he fell again, and they never took him out. Right?
Yeah.
That didn't happen with our quarterback, bro.
Yeah. And also to that, because when I was watching the Chiefs game, Fields, he got hurt too the same way, and they thought he was kind of like concussed a little bit, but because
Did they send medical tent?
but they didn't send him in the medical tent. He said I think they took him on the sideline because they one of his players had to like escort him off the field because he was going the wrong way. So I think they took him in there, and I guess he passed the assessment, and then he came back. So me personally, I just concerned. I don't want. That's why I'm so concerned about an offensive line because he is taking a lot of beating behind that line.
That right there was not the offensive line's problem.
No. I get that.
He got 18 yards and great, right?
Yeah.
Me personally, I would have rather him get 16 and slid. The other 2 yards.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another. I think that's another thing. I think that's another thing that Ron had mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, today. He's like, you got to be smart. You got to know when to slide. You can't because this ain't college. You can't take on these guys. These guys' body done got bigger, stronger, being in the league, and you gonna really gonna get your bell rung, trying to like bowl through there, and you a small guy. We need you. You the guy. We need you upright. You know what I'm saying?
He ride with him.
Yeah.
Ron said today he ride with him, and I'm riding with him.
I mean, I'm not gonna waver for what I feel about Sam Howell because I love Sam Howell, and I think he will overcome it. And I think this is the part of the maturation process for him and everything, where he needs to understand certain things, and the more he learns, Terry doing behind him, everybody behind him, and I think Eric Bieniemy knows that he's gonna have to come with a different game plan next week. Ron knows the defense got to play better. Sam knows he got to play better, and the more he learns that he got to get the ball out of his hand quicker, is going to be so good for him because we already know that. We already know once we get past Philly, we got Chicago, we got the Giants, we got Atlanta. 3 games that on paper we should win with no hesitation. We shouldn't even struggle. If we win next Sunday, we could end up being 5-1 before we play Philly again, or go 4-2 before 5-2 before we play Philly again. You know what I'm saying? Or 6-1. You know what I'm saying? Whatever how the scenario is on the schedule, we have a chance to rewrite that. Then you get deep in the schedule where you still play teams that probably could be struggling, could be falling backwards. We don't even know what Dallas is going to look like down the line because now they look like they can't get right. They have an offensive line issues also. They could lose this weekend, you know what I'm saying, to New England. So there's a lot of things that's a factor, but we got to take each game one by one, make sure we handle our business, get right, correct all the mistakes, because this team is way better than most people is given credit. Nobody don't want to see us be good anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they all, every time like this game was a clear indication that everybody was like, oh, well, you know what? Now I do. Sometimes I'm really harsh on LeVar Arrington a little bit because he, I understand his position or whatever, but he did say today, he said, hey, because they said, well, what's 2-1 team that's in trouble? And they brought out, a couple of other teams, and they said the Commanders. And LeVar said, well, you know what? I'm not worried about Washington. He said, that's just one game. He said, yeah, they got beat badly, but he said, I'm not worried about that. He said, because guess what? The Giants have lost. Dallas have lost. They still right in the thick of things. And the only thing we got to do is go out and continue to grow and win games. Once we do that, we will be fine. But, and it's going to be a process. So, these are overreaction Mondays. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. So,
right.
But
if you got, and this is what I would tell you, take the emotion out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just logically.
And that,
again, I'll state that I didn't expect my team to go 17-0, right?
Mm-mm.
So we're gonna have some bumps in the road. We got a young team. Look at the whole team. The oldest person on the team is probably, if I'm not mistaken, Charles Leno, right? He's
Yeah.
probably the oldest guy on the team, and he's
I
about 20,
I call
29.
I call Charles Leno baby making Leno. But
But what I'm saying, he's a steady tackle. He's not. See, the thing about that, the people complain about him because he got beat off the line with other edge rushers, like fast edge rushers. Sometimes you do, man. You can't win every rep, bro. Everybody, but we've been spoiled with Trent Williams, spoiled Samuels before him, John Jansen on the other side back.
Yeah.
So, man, we've been spoiled having great Trent Williams that for a stretch was the best player on our team ever.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And then we lose them, through all the circumstances that we're not going to rehash that because them days is gone, right? But I would tell you this, bro. I'm telling you, as time goes on, as a fan of this team, I truly believe we're headed in the right direction. Because like I told y'all before, no matter what happens during this season right here could end up however it ends up. The future is bright. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I believe July the 20th, 2023 was just as important as the Super Bowl win for me. Was this year. I 100% believe that. Nobody's ever going to change my mind. When Josh Harris signed that check for $6.505 billion and sent it over to Dan and them, we won. Now, anything this year, 2023, to me, every win is like icing on a cake. And I love icing on my cake. So, no matter what happens now, I do want to win. Don't get it twisted. I think we got enough talent in this room, in our room, them 53 plus the 16 practice squad players, and the coaching, EB, Ron, Del Rio, all the coaches. I think we got an actual shot. I'm not panicking. I'm gonna use Aaron Rodgers, back a couple of years ago when he said,
he said RELAX, relax.
And I'm damn sure gonna relax. It's nothing gonna change that. I'm just saying now, if they play like that, like week 15, yeah, then I'll be like, oh fuck. Excuse me. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah. I mean, all in all, you know what I'm saying? We assess everything and we look at it, everything. And the thing about it is, me personally, I'm not worried. And like I told people on my job today, I said, I'm not worried about it. I said, it's one game. I said, the thing about it is, Washington got beat by Philly big time last year. We turned it around. We fixed the offensive line. And we went on a run. We started winning games. I said, everything is fixable. I said, the thing about it is, this year, our offense is more explosive. I said, once we can get that offensive line and get Sam Howell moving in the right direction, which it will be, it might take a few games. It might take 4 games. But no matter how we win the games, as long as we win them, because once we get down there and we start clicking on cylinders, then guess what? We're going to be hard to stop because we could easily be one of the hottest teams going into the end of the season and into the playoffs. And it has showed everybody that has a slow start, no matter how you get beat. We didn't expect Kansas City to lose the first game of the season to Detroit. We didn't expect the Dallas Cowboys to be beat by Arizona. We didn't expect the Colts to beat the Baltimore Ravens. We sure didn't expect Miami to hang 50 points on doggone Denver yesterday. So my model, I say this all the time: expect the unexpected, because it does happen. This is pro football. This is the NFL. It's going to happen. Yeah, we might not like some of the things that transpire because that's how we are. We passionate fans of the team. I love this team just as well as everybody else. We all go back in history to this team, but this team is on a rise. And me personally, as a sports fan, because I have all of my teams playing well this year, the Commanders, the Hurricanes, and my Braves, I'm riding high right now. So
keep riding, bro. Keep
you know what I'm
riding.
saying? You know what I'm saying? So
my
long
teams
as
is winning too. My team is winning too. I'm a Maryland fan through and through in football, basketball. Actually, I like the Colorado Buffs this year. I'm a bandwagon when it comes to Colorado Buffs. I ain't gonna lie, but I've been a fan of Deion Sanders forever. You know what I mean? His whole, even when he was in Florida State, I liked him as a person. I like him.
Exactly.
I like him more. I'm like him more as a man than I like him as a thing.
Exactly, and that's one thing. And we're gonna touch on Dion a little bit, you know, in the next 15 minutes of the show.
Okay.
I think that, you know, a lot of us, you know, I think we so much diehard fans of this franchise for Washington, and we have seen it being so bad in the last 20-something plus years. We want to win badly. You know, we want everything to be so perfect, and we know it's not going to be. We just had 2 sellout home games. That ain't has happened.
It hasn't happened in 24 years.
We went.
It was, but you know, you get my drift.
Yeah.
It's a new day, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm sure when we play home again on the Thursday night against the Chicago Bears, that might be a sellout home game. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, there's a lot of hope, a lot of good fortune to look, but at the same time, we know that there's still some concerns or issues with the team that still needs to be corrected and fixed now. And long as it don't persist game in, game out, then we good. And I think that we have showed that last year with less talent and, you know, less offensive output. You know what I'm saying? And quarterback. So if we look at last year and knowing that we had a team that almost made the playoff last year with what we had to work with, and a team that we have very much a lot of explosiveness this year, we could easily right the wrong and get back into the fold easily. So I
believe we will.
So
what I would tell you this, right? What I would tell you is this, as a fan of the team, and I know how much of a fan you are of this team, knowing you over the last couple years.
Yeah.
I would just tell you this, man. In the 12 years that Ron Rivera has been a head coach in this league, other than he's been here this is his 4th year with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the 4 years he's been here with us, he has never had the opportunity to coach our team. I don't care what nobody says. He's the coach. He's labeled as the coach, but he hasn't had the absolute autonomy to coach because he was dealing with other issues.
Yeah,
we don't have that. This year is the first year that he really can say, "Dad, I can coach."
Yeah.
Now,
he don't have that. He had pressure, but he don't have that anxiety pressure. Yeah.
That stigma.
Yeah.
Going through his head like, damn, I'm dealing with my health. I'm dealing with my mom's death. I'm dealing with this. I'm not making an excuse for him because he signed up for it and he understood that, and he never made an excuse for it. So I won't need it. But what I would tell you is, even when he was in Carolina, our teams had to come play because every game they come to play.
Yeah.
Them boys run through the wall for them. For him, for some reason, because the man he is, his team was always willing to buckle the chin strap and bang, right?
Oh yeah, so, most definitely.
Even in the 3-4 years the last 3 years, and this 4th year, one thing we know, 2 things for certain: the team is gonna buckle their chin strap and bring it. Okay?
Oh yeah,
we're gonna get our chance. So what I'm telling you is, with the talent, just like you just stipulated, with the better quarterback play, Jack Del Rio's team They're just. Their defense is hunting. Last 3 to 4 years, we've been in the top 10 in defense since
Yeah.
they've been here. Okay? Since they've been here. It's not even a question. We'll get it right, bro. We're going to get it right.
Yeah.
I know time's running out, but I'm telling you, we're going to get it right. We will get it right. I believe in our young team, and I'm happy with our progress. Even though I'm not happy about the result of yesterday,
Yeah.
I'm happy with our progress. And I think we will right the ship.
And to that, I'm going to use one of Deion Sanders' analogies from Saturday. You better get us now because we coming. You better try to get your wins now because we coming. Because
speaking of Deion, I wholeheartedly believe that, man. That dude, I'm telling you, because if he can ever get them trenches right, if he get that trench right, dog, I'm telling you right now, they're gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be a problem.
Oh,
because
I know.
We know he can recruit the.
This what a lot of people don't even realize, because they're looking at how good Oregon is, but you got to think. My head coach for the Miami Hurricanes, Mario Cristobal, that's his team.
Right.
That Atlanta's taking over. He built that team. He built that team in the trenches. Same way he built in Miami right now. The same way. So you had to expect that Oregon was going to overpower them because Deion's he's still building. He's still putting pieces together. But don't make no mistake. Once he get past Oregon and USC, I don't care what Oregon State and all of them look like. They all beatable.
One of the 11 teams, I guarantee you, at the end of the day, it's not going to be satisfying for Deion, but I guarantee you they go to a bowl game. Whether the All-State Bowl, wherever you want to bowl. It ain't the bowl they want to go to, but I guarantee you they go to the bowl game.
I got Deion doing winning 9 games this year. And I'm not going to wave on it. They could win 9 games. Yeah, Utah's tough. USC tough. But guess what? I don't care what the result was Saturday. I think they could come back and bounce back at home and give USC a lot of trouble.
They might give them trouble. I'm telling you right now, they might give them trouble.
I told people ahead of schedule. They was like, well, Oregon this, Oregon that. I said, guess what? I said, it's hard to beat Oregon and Eugene. I said, that's a tough place to play. I said, I don't care who you is. Mario Cristobal took Oregon, went into Ohio State and beat them a couple of years ago in Ohio State. So I know how good Oregon is. I don't have faith in USC. And I think Deion at home is going to have a lot of momentum. He's going to have this team prepared, ready. Now they got punched in the mouth. Now they know how that feel now. Now they could come back and say, you know what? Let's go out there and handle business.
Yeah, and he haven't even just deployed all his weapons on that team yet, bro.
Yeah.
Think about that. A lot of them dudes coming in. Travis Jay he just played his last game was he played for Florida State. His last game that he was hurt. The kid from Houston, the running back, is a dynamic player.
Yeah.
He hasn't played yet. Again, if they solidify the trenches, bro, which he will do in this next recruiting class, who don't want to play for him? If you had a son, no matter you're a Miami fan, right? You're a Miami Hurricane fan.
Yeah.
But I knock on your door, bro, sit in your living room talking about, man, I need your son. Chances are you can be like, you know what? Go ahead, man. Because I know one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. You can leave here a boy, but you can come back a man. Because that dude loves his kids, man.
Yeah. And that's the one thing a lot of the college coaches don't understand.
And that's why he get that pub. That's why he gets so much pub.
And then he don't take shots
at
nobody. But they all coming to take shots at him, and for some reason,
they never understand. They don't understand who he is, bro.
Exactly.
He came in the league, right? He came in the league highly prepared. He told the Giants, I never forget. He told the Giants, who was picking 10th. I need you to come in here and take this test. He was like, what did you pick again? He said, they said 10th. We picked 10th. He said, nah, don't even worry about it. I'll be gone by then. That's not arrogance. That's who he is, bro. He knew he could go earlier. And he did.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't fault a man's confidence. Like he said, one of his favorite sayings, bro, don't let my confidence make you insecure about your thing. Because if he does, that is your problem.
Yeah.
Now,
and you could tell a lot of them coaches in the Pac-12, they scared of Deion. You know what I'm saying? They scared of, and they
even my man said, even the dude, right? Even the dude, the one they just played, he went in there. Now I don't mind what he said. I don't, because he was talking to his team.
Yeah.
We ain't here for clicks. We here to win.
Yeah.
Bro, you ain't clicks, bro, because that's what college football is. You invited that camera in there so you could say that. So that way, if you won the game, recruits around the world can say, "Damn, they ain't serious. They can really hear what he said." That's clicks. I don't give a damn what you say.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have got the publicity. You wouldn't have got, if Oregon didn't have 1,000 uniforms combinations. Oregon wouldn't even be known.
Exactly. Exactly. Somebody said that today.
Even the Pac-12, bro. Next year, the Pac-12 won't even exist.
Mm-hmm.
They talking that shit, but it's cool. You can do that. That's what you should do to pump your kids up. Nobody's faulting you for that. You know what I mean? Nobody's faulting you for that. You know what I mean? Nobody's. So, but the only reason you had that opportunity is because you was playing the Buffs.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, man, like Deion's gonna be himself, no matter what. People could say what they want, but at the same time, when this man start winning, he get his first national championship. You ain't. What you gonna say then? What you gonna say? Because guess what?
It's coming.
Next year, the playoff system go to 12.
12. You think he ain't gonna be in?
His team is going to be in the playoffs.
And guess what? All you gotta do is get to the dance, brother.
Yep.
You get to the dance, it's a free game. That's like in the playoffs. People say, "Oh, you get in the 7th seed, you just barely backdoor in." I don't care how you get in.
And another thing people got to realize, his team is going to be in the Big 12.
Big 12.
No Texas, and no Oklahoma in the Big 12.
Right. Other than Texas, but Texas is gone next year.
Yeah, Texas, Oklahoma's gone. There's going to be only Houston, Oklahoma State, Arizona State, Cincinnati, UCF, Baylor, and some other teams, and guess what? Deion's gonna be over there. It's gonna be hard to beat Deion over there.
Think about this. Travis Hunter, we know he coming back, right?
Yeah.
How about Shador mess around and come back?
Oh, he coming back. I know he coming back. Didn't Deion got Cormani McLean?
And he got Cormani.
I haven't seen him play.
He hasn't played. I mean, he's been on the field, but he hasn't played at corner.
Yeah.
Yo, they got dogs at corner, dog. Seriously, their skills is crazy. Travis is going 2 ways. He playing 100.
And honestly, I think, to me, I feel like Deion is waiting to play these guys after these 2 hard games, and
it ain't even that. I think my thing is everybody know Cormani's a dog, bro. He can. It's a learning curve, just like Hal in the pros, right? It's a learning curve, okay? He was dominant thing, and he will get there. And again, he might play this game. Cormani might play this game.
Yeah.
Gets home in the USC, because you never know. But like I tell you, the running back, all of them boys haven't even played yet. It's a lot of them boys that played. A lot of their animals ain't even played yet. Kamani played on special teams last game. He made a tackle. I seen him make a tackle, but he hasn't played corner yet, and he will.
Mm-hmm. When you think Travis gonna come back?
I don't know if you follow him on social media, but he sent a text today that he gonna come back this week. But Deion said, "I love you more than I love the game, and I want you to be your best." He got a lacerated liver, bro. He's gonna be out. He's gonna be out of the league because everybody know the liver heals pretty quickly. You know, that's one of the organs that heals itself pretty quickly. So I would think maybe by I don't expect him to play this week, but I if in 2 weeks after this he'll be back.
Yeah.
2 weeks because they said they put him out for 3 weeks. That's what they said.
Yeah.
But knowing, I think he'll probably be back in the I don't know who they played week 4. I mean after.
I'm about to look it up right now.
After USC, I think he'll be back.
Let me see. Oh, hold on. I got the icon right here. After USC, they got Arizona State. Then they got Stanford.
He might be back. I can almost guarantee he'll be back by Stanford, but he might be back by Arizona State.
Mm-hmm. So they see that's what I'm talking about. People don't understand. I'm telling you, if they beat USC at home,
and it's a great possibility they might have.
I picked them. I picked them to lose to Oregon, and I picked them to beat USC at home. That's how I picked it. I said they will split that game. Then they got Arizona State, which I think that they'll win. Stanford, they'll win. UCLA, they'll be tough, but I still think they could beat them. Oregon State, I think they could beat them too, and Arizona, and then Washington State. Washington State probably gonna be the toughest one. But so they already got what 3 wins? And I say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
They can at least tell to get you a bowl game, bro. I guarantee you.
So,
and that's a monumental feat from coming from 1-11, bro.
Yep, exactly. So the thing about it is, I mean, college football is exciting.
Our Commanders is exciting, bro.
College football, our Commanders is exciting. The NFL is exciting.
First year having tickets, bro.
Huh?
I mean, I actually went to games over the last 15 years. I've been going to a few games every year. But this is actually the first time I bought season tickets. Well, I got to give credit to my wife.
Well,
she bought
next year, I'm definitely going to buy season tickets, but I am taking advantage of going to some games. You know, I couldn't – the Buffalo game was too close to me, so I kind of spread it out. But the next game I'm going to go to the Atlanta Commanders game down in
right now I do plan on going to the Atlanta game because it's down the street. I mean, 3 hours.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to that game, and I might try to fly to see them play Seattle. So I'm thinking about doing that one.
Next year, I looked at the schedule. I don't think next year they play on the West Coast too much, but my goal is like Johnny. He's my brother-in-law. That's my wife's oldest brother.
Yeah.
And we're big fans of the Commanders. He's a big fan of the Commanders. And so she actually got the season tickets for me and him to go to the game because she's not a Commanders fan. She's a Ravens fan.
Oh.
And but we're all 3 of us, me, my wife, and my brother-in-law, we're going to the Dallas game this year because that's one of our bucket lists we want to cross off. So we're going there Thanksgiving.
Oh, you're going to the Thanksgiving game?
Going to the Thanksgiving. My goal every year always has been to go at least 2 away games. Right, because I want to go to every stadium. That's my goal.
Yeah.
All 32 stadiums I want to go. You know what I mean? So I've been to a lot of them. I've been to Philly. I've been to Giants, Life a few times. I've been to Philly a few times. I've been to Tampa a few times. Cause I live there. I've been to Jacksonville. I've been to Carolina a few times. It's a couple other ones I've been to, but my goal is me and my brother. We made a pact to say, "Yo, we're gonna go to every 32 stadium before we leave this earth." And
Hey,
a few,
that's a good bucket list to go do.
absolutely. So we're gonna cop. I never been to Atlanta, so Atlanta we're gonna hit Atlanta this year, and we're gonna hit Dallas this year. So
I um,
my
I'm
two away.
I think I'm gonna try to after the Atlanta game. I think I'm gonna try to come and what's that one is in. No, that's too close. That's around my daughter's birthday around the end of the month. The Eagles play the Commanders at home, but I think I'm the my brother's birthday is on the 12th of November. So I want to definitely go to the Commanders, go to Seattle, watch the Commanders play there, and then I'm gonna
Good.
try to
I thought about that one, and I thought about the Rams when they play the Rams. I wanted to go
yeah,
either. I never.
and then I think I'm gonna try to when they play the Dolphins at home, I'm gonna try to come to that one, and then when we play the 49ers, I'm gonna try to come to that one. So that'll be
I'm gonna admit this right now. I was talking to my brother. The only team that scares me, bro, that we play this year, the Dolphins, bro. They scared me.
boy, don't they? Boy, Doom boys. And see, one of my
I know they ain't gonna put 70 up on us, but
no, they ain't nobody. They ain't but boy. Look at here, because boy, they about to beat Buffalo
they're
Sunday.
gonna beat the brakes off.
They're gonna beat Buffalo. They're gonna beat Buffalo dumb.
Handily. Watch what I tell you.
It's,
Watch what I tell you, bro. They're gonna be good.
And you know, last year they had Buffalo numbered last year anyway.
They did.
And if Tua ain't got hurt, Buffalo would have been home. They're gonna get Buffalo this year.
They're gonna beat them handily. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the first game. I don't know when they play them in the cold the second game, but they're gonna get to them this year. You watch what I tell you. Cause Buffalo, I'm telling you, man, we helped. We like oh here, man. You have it. You know
you remember Miami almost beat Buffalo last year with the backup quarterback?
They did. Absolutely. I'm just telling you, man. Miami right now, I'm telling you, out of every NFL team we played.
Yeah, that team is they scary, bro.
Scary, bro.
They scary, bro.
If we play them in these, we might got a shot.
Yeah. So the 49ers game, definitely I'm coming to. So that'll give me 5 games this year I'll go to. That'll give me 5 games.
Always, brother. Every home game, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Two away, and 3 at home. So that'll be good for me. So yeah.
As long as I'll be at them home games, every one of them, though. As long as I'm breathing, wherever God see fit to have me around during them times, I will be at the home games. I sit in 335, perfect section, club level, terrace tables, free drinks, free food. I love it. I'm having a ball, man.
Hey man, you only live once, bro.
You on YOLO. That's what I tell the people. YOLO.
You only live once. But Gray, you know, I'm gonna start kicking back up my live shows on Monday, like I've been doing before, man. Start getting back in, chopping up a little bit more, so we could talk football and everything. So, I missed the first 2 weeks, so we kind of like ran through it a little, but we be back.
Hey, bro, let me first and foremost, let me tell you, man, I appreciate you giving opportunity. I started doing it myself, just to spit out some things, but I got a little tied up because other things happened.
Yeah.
Me, so I did it every time. But I appreciate the platform you provide, man, and I respect it. And again, let's get back at it, man. And every time I get a chance, I will jump on. Ain't no question.
Yeah.
You know, even though like Mondays sometimes be tough because again I got my season ticket and but I go all the way down, then I gotta come home.
Yeah.
But we early
but I could. Oh my God, DeAndre Swift about to burn these dudes. Ooh. Well, the thing about it is that I could always move my schedule from Mondays to Wednesday just to fit, so I could always make sure y'all are on the show.
We win, hey dog. All you gotta do is send me the link, then, bro. Because I
Yeah.
usually be home.
So I'll probably do it like that.
We play Chicago. I'm leaving because we play Chicago on Thursday.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving Wednesday morning, going down because I'm going to that game. So, but we can holler at each other like maybe during that weekend or Friday. I'll be back.
Yeah. I could always navigate the shit.
I might even bring my laptop. I might just bring my laptop to my sister's house, and we can chop it up then. Whenever you just send the link. Put it in the group.
Definitely. I'll let you know. I'll definitely let you know.
Ain't no question. I love speaking. I love talking ball, bro, with you. Sure.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. So therefore, the show is gonna move from Mondays to Wednesdays, and then whatever happens from that point, because we got that Thursday night game, then we still bridge it in, no matter how we do it. So, 100%. But until then, man, go ahead and enjoy the rest of these games tonight. I'll be hollering at y'all. We'll be talking through the text. You know what I'm saying? So like we always do. But stay blessed, enjoy life, man.
Absolutely, man. You only got one of them, bro. Enjoy it.
All right. Until then, catch us on the next episode of the Washignton Commanders Aftermath. Moving from Mondays to Wednesdays. Hey, you know what we do. We talk Commanders football all day, every day. Until then, I'll holla. Peace.
Peace, my brother.